Hi, Patrick here from Have Cheetah Will View. It's Tuesday, so that can only mean one thing. It's time for an unboxing and library haul combined. That's right. So I went ahead and did a small eBay spree. I went to look for a couple of things, and I am actually going to be offering or asking for some help. So let me tell you, I mentioned this before, but I had ordered a movie. I was looking for a movie called Christie, and I had saw it online, and so I bought it. You know, it said you can buy it now, so it was a pretty fair price. So I went ahead and I got it. Um, I've showed it before, but I'm going to tell you about it again because I am willing to trade for an English copy of it. I am looking for an English copy of Christie. It's from the Weinstein Corporation. Yeah, that Weinstein, Harvey, and his brother. I'm looking for a. It might be out of print, though it's sort of surprising that if it is. This is only 2014. I can't imagine it being out of print so fast and having a short run. But I am looking for an English version of Christie, and I'm willing to negotiate a good trade for it. I always trade more than what I get. Anybody who's traded with me knows that. So if I'm asking for two, I'll send you four. If I'm asking for four, I'll send you eight. Um, so I'm looking for this movie right here. So if anybody can do that, that'll be awesome. It has Lucas Till, Ashley Green, and Haley Bennett. Haley Bennett. All right. So some of the other movies that I went and I asked for, when I asked for, but I went hunting for, and I found a copy of through Cody from Coast to Coast, H&S Collectibles. I found a very reasonable copy of Saint Maud, which will be on its way, and I'll be collaborating on reviewing that. But you'll have to see that when it gets here. And I also, I'll show you what I got from the eBay. So Ben from Cadaver Club and the IFC Midnight Nights, yeah, uh, we we are reviewing a movie called Kill List on IFC Midnight. Now, many of you guys may know I have well over 200 IFC Midnight films, but I did not have this one, so I had to reach out and I had to get it, and that's what I did. So I ended up getting Kill List. It's brand new, factory sealed, brand new. I was totally surprised by that. I'm like, holy cow, that's awesome. So this will be the movie that we're going to be talking about on the 26th of December. Ben from Cadaver Club will be hosting us for that night, and looking forward to this movie. I've read the synopsis of it. It sounds absolutely bonkers. This is made by Ben Wheatley, and it has a special small guest appearance by an old friend of ours, Steve Oram. Now, who's Steve Oram? Well, you tell me in the comments below. Once you see the name, you'll know who I'm talking about. This is Ben Wheatley. So he's a fine English director. He has made some great films. In fact, one of his films I almost picked for my pick for the IFC show last, but at the last minute I went with Cold in July. But I almost picked Ben Wheatley's Sightseers because that's a crazy ass movie. But instead, we're going with Kill List. And I'll put a link down to Ben's page or channel down below so you can go check it out. Uh, Next up is a story I told. I went to Target. I went to look for a movie I wanted to see, even though I'm not a big fan of this actress, but I'm a big fan of this movie because I've heard nothing but great things about it. And I went to Target to see if I can get it, see if it came out on sale. And wow, not only was it not on sale, but they only had the DVD copy of it, and they were asking for like almost $30 for it. It was $26.99 for a DVD. I have not seen a DVD charged that high since Disney. Disney's the only one that charges like that on as far as brick and mortar stores go. But they were charging $27 for this movie, So I took a wait and see attitude. And sooner or later, I found a good copy for a very fair price. Very fair. I think I paid $10 for it. And I got it on Blu-ray too, with a slipcover. Take that, Target. And that is Promising Young Woman with Carey Mulligan. This came out earlier this year, and it got critically acclaimed. Now, I'm sure this movie will be bypassed at the Oscars and everything else because it's not because it doesn't have Frances McDormand in it. No offense, Frances, and don't take this personal, but you haven't deserved your last two wins. You just haven't. There's been far better actresses doing better things. I'm not a Carey Mulligan fan, but from what I hear from everybody saying, everybody has seen this movie, she should be considered for a Best Actress nomination. I've seen some early buzz on films coming out, and I hope that she gets it. I really do. So this is Promising Young Woman. This came out on Universal. All right. I love you, Francis, but you were given your statue last year. We both know who should have won that last year. Next up is a movie that I picked up because, well, I just did. And that is Music and Lyrics with Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant. And yeah, I know it's an unusual film for a horror film or whatnot, but you guys all know I'm not exactly all horror all the time. So I picked up Music and Lyrics with Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore, and this is supposed to be quite charming, and I'm all about charming. All right, so that ends up the eBay part of it. Now I'm going to go to unboxing. I got a Christmas gift from our good friend and co-host, Mr. Bones, from the Midnight Hour. He was very gracious, and he reached out and says, "I'm sending you something, and keep an eye out for it." And sorry for the stress about the mail, Bones. That really sucked. The mail has told him that the packages had gotten here yesterday, but as Stephen from the House of Horrors will tell you, we both know the post office is way wrong. It actually got here today. The package I got here today, and so I went ahead and I got it. And thank you so much. I opened it up, and now I'm going to read the note that was left in it. Got a note. First of all, right here, got some code right here. Midnight Hour for life. That's right, for life. And then on it, we have a small note. It says, "Hey, Patrick, a.k.a. the Cheetah." I love when people call me Cheetah, too. I mean, being Paladin, we're Cheetahs. A.k.a. Mr. Fast as Fuck Boy, because I do own a Cheetah. Found your kids. And he also, he got it at a Dollar Tree. This is awesome because this is the big movie that everybody was looking for this haul. I was looking for this movie because I was trying to find copies of it so I could send it to some friends too. I was going to send a copy to Jen and the Hobbs, but my store didn't have any, and my other store didn't have it either. So I thought I was ass out because Dollar Trees don't always carry the same movies. So this is the big buy that everybody was looking for, and including myself. And Mr. Bones, his store delivered. He says that his Dollar Trees generally don't have very good selection, but it looks like his store came through in the clutch, whereas mine did not. So I got a copy of the New Kids. He also thought you could use some more kaiju in your life. Hell yeah. Merry Xmas, must love Bones. Now, everybody knows we're doing kaiju. I'm a big kaiju fan. And so he sent me this awesome collection. Now, I want you to be aware of this. This is an 8-movie collection of Gamera right here. This is Gamera. This is an 8-movie collection of Gamera. Arrow's Video put out a Gamera collection. I think there's like maybe a few more movies on here than this. They're charging like between $200 and $300 for that set. Christmas present. Amazing. Um, so this is Gamera. I love Gamera. Gamera is one of my favorite kaijus for sure. And what better time for this movie to come in as we are doing a kaiju roundtable on December 21st here on my channel for 8 Questions With. We're only doing one show during Christmas week, and so that will be it. So this is Gamera, and this is the monsters that are on here. War of the Monsters, Destroy All Planets, Gamera the Invincible, Attack of the Monsters, Gamera versus Gaia's, Gamera versus Monster X, Gamera versus the Deep Sea Monsters Zigra, and then Gappa, the Triphibian Monsters. Now I have not seen I have not seen Gappa the Triphibian Monsters. I do believe War of the Monsters is basically Gamera versus Gairon, which I have reviewed on the channel, but the rest of this I don't have in the collection. So I got an awesome Blu-ray from the new kids. This is James Spader. This is where it kicks off his weirdness. This is where he got his reputation for being really weird. So I got the new kids, and we got a multi-pack mania, a collection of Gamera monsters, Gamera movies. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm totally tickled by that, and I can't thank you enough, Bones. And me and the Cheetah, you know, us being as fast as fuck, boy, we'll be Christmas is coming. Well, now we're gonna slide on over to go to the library. All right. So I inadvertently this is terrible. I feel really bad. I felt bad. But I got to the library a little after 12. I walked in, and the library sign was off, but the door was open. Means the sellers are in there. The resellers. So I did go in. I walked straight in because I had a mission. And so I went in there and I shopped my shop. I'll show you what I got. And the lady in there is very nice. She's very sweet. I really like her a lot, and we talk a little bit. But there's some resellers there, and I don't like talking to the resellers. I don't trust myself around it because it only makes me mad. But I decided to do was, as a Christmas present to myself, yeah, I heard that term before, right? I bought a year's worth of membership. So yeah, much as I didn't want to, as much as I don't feel like have to, I should. But I did. I bought it. So that was my Christmas present to myself. Merry Christmas. But I bought all my movies. And I'm watching the resellers, and they gutted it. They gutted it. It was fucking gutted. That I found what I did. It's a minor miracle. It's a minor miracle. I don't even know. I saw some of the stuff they had. Somebody must have dumped a whole slew full of stuff in because the bags were full of movies from resellers. So all those that I didn't get a chance to, you know, and nobody gets a chance to get in on it. Nobody, not me, not only me, but anybody in my situation will never get a chance at it because we're not resellers. So I just couldn't speak to him. I was afraid I was going to lose my temper, honestly. It just makes me so mad knowing that I'm paying my tax money and I can't use the library as you know, all the way. But I went ahead and I put my purchases down in front of the lady, and she asked me, says, "Are you a premium buyer?" Now I didn't even notice this. Because the light was off and the door was open, but the door was open, so I just walked in. Normally, I don't get to go in until after 2. But I went in anyway, and I shopped. And so I put him down, and she said, "Are you a premium shopper?" And I said, "Today I am." I said, "Today I am." And she just looked at me, she goes, okay, but next time, after, you have to come in after 2. And I'm going like, oh my God, that's not how I meant to say that, because I pulled out my wallet and I was paying my fee to join become a early bird. I was going to pay my way, but the way I said it sounded like I was an asshole, and I was for saying that. And I apologized. Wow, I was embarrassed. I was like, wait a minute, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry. I did not come out the way I meant it to be. I said, I'm going to go ahead and join the Friends of the Library program, and here's my money. And so she says, I said, oh, I would never say anything like that to you, because you've been very kind to me. And she has been. She's been very kind to me. And so she said, okay. And so after I show you my stash, I'll show you my stash after I finish the story here. So last week I was there, and they had a whole cart full of Clive Cussler books. Dirk Pitt, Isaac Bell, the Oregon Files, the Remo, the Fargo Adventures, tons of books. And I told her last week, I said, those will be gone in a week, right? And people love Clive Cussler. Well, I walked in and it barely been touched. I was really surprised. And I think what they did, I think they're selling those books for half price. So I was telling her, I said, I was really surprised at that. She goes, well, most mystery books, they don't sell that well. I said, well, I like action and adventure too, but some of the writers lately have been far more right-wing than I care for. So I don't really want to buy those guys like Vince Flynn. Yeah. Well, he's worm food now. But they're just terrible writers. Terrible writers writing really bad books. So yeah, a lot of people don't really like those books, unless the macho man in your family is all about that. But I like good mysteries, and I like Clive Cussler. Clive Cussler he writes action and adventure. He doesn't write propaganda. So I told her, I says, this is a really good author. I mean, do you like action and adventure? She says, well, that's not really my genre. But I said, you know what? I said, he's really interesting if you get into, because he teaches a lot of history. So I said, let me get the first book that I read of his, and they had a copy there. So I bought her a copy of one of the Clive Cussler books, and I said, this is the book that I started out with on the series with him, and I think you'll enjoy it. And so I bought her a copy of it. So the young lady is a very nice young lady. I'm looking forward to seeing her early next week. All right, so anyway, you guys, I'm pushing this video past the 20-minute mark. But let's see if I can get this all organized. Yeah, I think we can. So I got a mixture of DVD and Blu-ray. And like I said, I came in after all the after the resellers. And I still think I did decent. A couple of these, when you see them, you're going to sit there and go like, hell yeah. I hope you do, anyway. So the first thing that I picked up that caught my attention was, oh, I guess I did not pick that up. Oh my gosh, I think I blew it. Or did I? Hold on. Give me patience here. Okay, there it is. That's what I was looking for. I guess I'll do Blu-rays. So Blu-rays, I picked up a copy of Predator. Get to the chopper. So I got a copy of Predator on Blu-ray here, and this is the Ultimate Hunter Edition, which I have no idea what that means. Let's see. It means that it's not like a special 2-disc edition or whatever, but it has a bunch of special features on here. Let's see, what does it have? Forgive me, why Magoo here. A lot of new special features on here, along with the film. So that's awesome. Let's see. Next, I'll just do blue. Next, I found a copy of Salem Slot, the classic Salem Slot. This is the Salem Slot that came out in the 70s. 1979. I saw this on CBS. It's a 2-night miniseries. This is top-notch Stephen King right here. This is excellent. Far better than The Shining. If I had to tell you to either watch The Shining or Salem's Lot, I'm telling you to watch Salem's Lot. This is top-notch. This will scare the poo out of you. So Salem's Lot. I was surprised to see it, actually. I was really surprised. I was like, all right, nice. So Salem's Lot. This is the one with David Soul in it. David Soul, James Mason, Lance Kerwin, the lovely Bonnie Bedelia, and Lou Ayres. So this is Salem's Lot. I got a couple of collections here. I got some of these movies already at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to slide those over probably to my trading box, because I got this right here. I got the Star Trek, the emotion, I got Star Trek, the original cast collection. Star Trek's 1 through 5. On Blu-ray. Really happy to get that. I was trying to get all the Star Treks. And then followed that up with the Star Trek, the Next Generation cast. So I got all the Star Trek movies all the way up to the J.J. Abrams ones. I got the J.J. Abrams ones. So I got all the films right there. I got all those films. I got all the motion picture films. Now I have to find the series. The series will start. I have to find all the series. That will be tough. You don't see the series out in the wild at all. I have not seen a Star Trek series in the wild other than disc replay since I've been collecting. Next, I got a fun one. I got The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. So I'm really happy about that because I love Dr. Seuss. I actually like the Cat in the Hat. The Mike Myers Cat in the Hat. I thought that was actually pretty cute. So I was glad to see this popping up here, and that they didn't grab it, the resellers. So there you go. All right, the rest of these are going to be all DVDs. I've never seen this before, so I grabbed it because I did not know there was one, but I did. And that is, I got the extended version of Gladiator. Gladiator, the extended version. I did not know there was an extended version. It's a really nice set. It's almost like a box set. It's really thick, and yeah, it's a collector set. I mean, it looks nice. It's more something you see on a collector's shelf. I don't know what they added to it. If they made it like the Lord of the Rings, the special editions, where they're actually added on like another 45 minutes onto it. If that's the case, that's fine, because Gladiator is an awesome movie, and Russell Crowe is probably my second favorite Russell Crowe movie behind Cinderella Man. So I got that. I also picked up a fun one too, including, it has the first one on here. I also picked up the Mission Impossible 6 film collection. What this is going to do, I already have most of these already, but what this will do, this will actually buy me a little bit of space. Because Lord knows I need the space. So there's the first 6 in here: Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout. Okay. Next up is Predator 2. This is the special edition of Predator 2. I have actually never seen this. I have never seen Predators 2. I've never saw it. I knew that Danny Glover was in it. That's it. That's all I knew. So I'm looking at the back of it. It has a good cast in it. Danny Glover, Gary Busey, Ruben Blades, Maria Conchita Alonso, Bill Paxton, and Robert Davi. So that's Predators 2. I never saw it, never had it. And then I think I already got this. I have to double check my letterbox. Predators. I think I got this. If I do, I'll let you guys know next week, and then if anybody needs a copy of Predators, I'll be happy to make a trade for it. I'm looking for a copy of Christie. So if you have a copy of Christie with Haley Bennett and Ashley Green and Lucas Till, I'll trade you Predators. And the last one I picked up because we were all talking about it on the Night Watch Zone. They're talking about this, and I don't think I actually had this copy of this movie. So I went ahead and I saw it. And I said, why not pick it up? And that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake with Jessica Biel. Now, I've read the synopsis to this movie. It absolutely sounds fascinating to me. It sounds cool. I'll admit, it sounds like it's far-fetched, but it sounds like a pretty hell of a premise. I have never seen it. I know Jessica Biel is a pretty good actress. Yeah, she's a real good actress, actually. And I'm looking forward to seeing this. Now, next week, like I said, next week by this time, I should already have a copy of Saint Maud. I'll show you that next week. All right, wow, this is the longest haul video I've done in forever and a day. This is like forever, 27 minutes worth. All right, well, we're out of here. Things should be getting pretty interesting starting next Tuesday. They're going to be really hating me, I think, at the library, because I'm going to be a real bear. I'm not real happy with how it happened, but I'm glad that it did. I know I might be showing sour grapes. I'm just telling you how I feel. All right, that's it for me. I got some cool Christmas presents for Mr. Bones. Awesome. And I'll